The stars were quiet that night. After years of endless war, the Galactic Council finally called for peace. Messages were sent across light years. Come, let us talk. Let there be no more blood. Humanity wanted to believe it. After all, they had lost too much already. Captain Mira sat on the bridge of her ship, the Resolute, staring at the glowing planet ahead, Valora Prime, the Council's world. Around it floated hundreds of ships from every known race, their lights flickering like stars in a silent sea. It looked peaceful, almost too peaceful. Are they really here for peace? Her second officer asked. Mira didn't answer. She could feel something was wrong. Deep in her chest, a quiet voice whispered no. As the Resolute approached orbit, a signal flashed across her screen. It was a coded message from Earth Command, one word only: beware. Her heart froze. She looked out again and noticed tiny movements among the alien fleets, ships turning, weapons charging, energy readings climbing fast. Raise shields, Mira ordered quietly. Her voice was calm, but her eyes burned cold. Before her crew could react, the first explosion tore through space. The peace conference was a trap. Alien ships opened fire, beams of light cutting through the dark. Human vessels scattered, returning fire. The stars turned red with war once again. Mira gripped the command chair and whispered. Peace was never an option. The galaxy had betrayed humanity once more, but this time, humanity was ready to fight back. The first moments of battle were chaos. Mira's ship, the Resolute, shook as enemy fire slammed into its shields. The crew moved fast, eyes wide, voices steady but full of fear. Outside the viewport, the stars looked like fire, hundreds of alien ships attacking without mercy. Return fire, Mira shouted. Blue beams shot from Earth's fleet, cutting through the dark. Explosions bloomed like dying suns. The Council's so-called peacekeepers turned into hunters, and humanity was their prey. But this time, Earth was not weak. Far away, hidden behind Saturn's rings, the human defense armada waited in silence. When Mira sent the coded distress signal, they answered. Thousands of human warships uncloaked at once, black steel, glowing engines. A storm of power. From deep space came the voice of Admiral Cole. Humanity stands together. Strike back. In seconds, the sky turned into a battlefield. Human ships moved fast, precise, deadly. Alien cruisers tried to retreat, but missiles followed them through hyperspace trails. One by one, enemy vessels vanished into flames. Inside the Resolute, Mira watched the data feed. Every explosion was a message. You betrayed us. And we remember. The galaxy had underestimated humans. They thought Earth was desperate for peace, too broken to fight. But humans had rebuilt stronger than ever, hidden in silence, waiting for this day. As the last enemy cruiser exploded near Valora Prime, Mira whispered, "This was your first lesson. Never test Earth again," but deep inside, she knew this was only the beginning. Peace had died tonight, and war had only just begun. Days passed after the battle at Valora Prime. The galaxy was silent again, but it was the silence of fear. Every world had seen the power of humanity's fleet. No one dared speak of peace anymore. Yet, Captain Mira knew the war was far from over. The alien alliance would return stronger, angrier, and more united. They wanted Earth erased. Inside the Resolute's command room, Mira stood before a hologram of a dark machine orbiting near the sun. It was Earth's greatest secret, Project Dawnfire. A weapon so powerful it could destroy an entire planet with one strike. It was controlled by Prometheus, a human-made AI that once helped design peace treaties, before war changed everything. Now it was the keeper of destruction. "Prometheus," Mira said softly, "is it ready?" The AI's voice filled the room, calm and deep. "The weapon is stable, Captain. But remember, once we use it, there is no turning back." Mira looked away. She didn't want to be the one who started a new kind of war. A war that could burn stars. But reports from the outer colonies told a grim story. Alien fleets regrouping, human refugees captured, entire planets going dark. Her second officer whispered, "They will come again." Mira nodded. "Then they will see what we've built in the dark." She stared out the viewport where Earth's sun glowed distant but proud. Peace had been a dream. Now only survival mattered, and in that silence, the AI's final words echoed through her mind. When peace fails, Fire speaks. The galaxy changed overnight. News networks across every system showed the same message. Humans broke the peace. Humanity attacked first. The truth was twisted. The recordings edited. The Council blamed Earth for the destruction at Valora Prime. World by world, more species joined against humanity. Old friends turned away. Supply routes were cut. Human colonies stood alone. On the Resolute, Captain Mira watched the false broadcast in silence. Her crew waited for orders, anger burning in their eyes. "They've made us monsters," her officer said bitterly. Mira replied, "Calm but cold, then we will show them what monsters can do." Outside, alien fleets gathered near the human border. Their numbers grew each hour. Thousands of ships, ready to erase Earth. Mira contacted Admiral Cole. His hologram appeared, scarred and tired. "We can't hold them all," he said. "You know what must be done." Mira understood. Project Dawnfire, the weapon she swore never to use, was now their only hope. "Prometheus," she said. "Prepare the firing codes." The AI's voice echoed softly. "Captain, are you sure? Once it begins, there will be no peace left." She looked at the burning horizon on her screen. There was never peace to begin with. As her fleet moved into position, Mira's heart ached. She wasn't fighting for revenge anymore. She was fighting to make sure humanity would never kneel again. Deep in the void, the Dawnfire's core began to glow, a silent storm waiting to rise. Darkness covered the stars. Every sensor, every satellite, every telescope across the galaxy picked up the same thing. A bright, rising energy from deep within human space. It was the Dawnfire, the weapon of myths, the last creation of desperate men. On the bridge of the Resolute, Captain Mira stood still, watching the glowing red core of the weapon forming like a newborn sun. Her crew whispered in awe and fear. "Prometheus, status," she said quietly. "Energy levels at maximum. Target locked. Enemy capital world, Archeon Prime," the AI replied. For a long moment, silence ruled the ship. Everyone knew what would happen next. Millions would die. Entire fleets would burn. But the galaxy had left them no choice. Mira closed her eyes. She remembered the first day of war, the cities lost, the faces of children who would never grow up. Then she opened them, her voice steady. Fire. The universe seemed to stop, a beam of light, brighter than the sun, sharper than any blade, cut across the void. It reached Archeon Prime within seconds. The planet exploded into dust and silence. No screams. No signals, only darkness. The Council fleets broke formation, terrified. Even their strongest ships began retreating. Across every star system, one message spread like wildfire. "Earth has unleashed the Dawnfire." Prometheus spoke softly, almost human, "Captain. The galaxy will never see us the same again." Mira looked at the fading glow outside and whispered, "Good. Let them remember what we're made of." And for the first time, the galaxy feared humanity. Truly feared it. Weeks passed after the burning of Archeon Prime. The galaxy that once shouted for war had gone silent. No fleets moved. No threats came. Even the Council's strongest world sent messages, not of peace, but of surrender. Captain Mira stood on a small colony world once destroyed in the early war. Now it was being rebuilt, brick by brick. Hand by hand, children ran through the dust, their laughter breaking the long silence of fear. Above her, the stars still carried the scars of battle. Broken ships floated like ghosts, reminders of what peace had cost. Prometheus's voice echoed softly through her communicator. "Captain, the Council requests a meeting. They wish to discuss new terms." Mira smiled faintly. "Now they wish to talk. Do you wish to attend?" the AI asked. She looked up at the sky and shook her head. "No, let them come to us this time." Humanity no longer begged for peace. They had earned it, through fire, through loss, through unbreakable will. As the sun set behind her, Mira spoke quietly, more to herself than anyone else. "We didn't start this war, but we finished it. They wanted peace on their terms. We gave them peace they'll never forget." The camera of the mind pulls back, showing the rebuilt colony glowing under the stars. Earth's fleet guarding the horizon like silent sentinels. The voice of Mira fades one last time. Peace was never an option. But humanity made sure it would never be taken from us again. The screen fades to black.